On behalf of my family, I would like to thank you all and to express my gratitude to the people of Great Britain for creating this memorial to my grandfather, President Kennedy, and for sustaining the ideals of his legacy. Of all the memorials to my grandfather, which pay tribute to his life and work all around the world, this one is very special to our family because it was during his time in England as a young man that my grandfather decided to study political leadership and pursue a life in public service. He admired the lives and works of great English writers and politicians, and according to my grandmother, always spoke admiringly of the Life of Marlborough by Sir Winston Churchill, inspired by the fact that this history had been written by someone who had himself made history. It was in Britain that he made friends with David Harlech, the founder of the Kennedy Memorial Trust, who worked closely with him during the most difficult times of his presidency. And it was with the help of Prime Minister Harold Macmillan that he achieved his proudest accomplishment, the Limited Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. We have come here today to honor his memory as this monument does so well, but today is a difficult day because it is a reminder of a moment of profound sadness for my family, for America, and for the world. It is an incredible honor to have a memorial here at Runnymede, the sacred ground of democratic and constitutional government. As a lover of history, particularly British history, I know my grandfather would be both proud and humbled to see that his work on behalf of peace and liberty for all people is remembered in the very place where the rule of law was made manifest nearly 800 years ago. And I know he would so appreciate the work of the Kennedy scholars who carry forward his ideals and inspire new generations to pursue the causes of peace and justice. For me, my grandfather lives in my imagination, in his words, and in the lessons he has left with us. Throughout my life, I have been able to connect with him through the study of history, both by studying his life and by studying the eras and patterns that fascinated him. I came here to Great Britain to study history, in part because I know this is a nation rich in history, aware of its history, and a nation that deeply values the lessons we learned from the past. 50 years after his death, as my grandfather's story begins to belong more and more to history, I can think of no better place to honor him, to tell and remember his story, and to look again, as he would have wanted us to, towards the future.